Hello, guys. We found a very interesting spot right now.
A very interesting spot. Yeah.
I like this. This is nice. Oh, something.
What's good? What's good? How was the week? How was the week?
The week was very, I would say, it's very structured.
Uh-huh.
For the most structured I've been in a while. You know,
Also.
because it's like I woke up early most days, not every day. I woke up early most days, and like when I woke up, I like got like straight into it, and it really helped that I had a checklist, and I really had a checklist, and uh, I just knew what I wanted to do when I started. Let me come more this way.
The sun in my eyes.
Come more this way.
And I framed the. And I put the shot to.
It's still in your eyes. It's still in your eyes.
No, it's cool. All right, yeah. You woke up early.
Yeah, and it's good because I had a checklist, so I just like went through all the stuff. I'm like checking my emails more, and like through checking my emails, I'm like, what did I say? I'm just figuring out like how I want my day to go, and it's kind of weird because to me it feels good that I have like a certain amount of time to get it done, because
Yeah.
like after that I have to go into the kitchen to work, and like even when I'm in the kitchen, it's like I feel like I'm more focused.
Mm.
But when I'm focused, like that type of focus, it leads to like a mood I like to call the silent mood,
Mm.
cause I'll just not talk at all,
I feel
and then
that.
it's like all work, and it really doesn't help when the prep list is a lot.
Yeah.
Like my boss will come into the kitchen, it's like how's the prep going? I'll be like, it's alright. And it's like no breaks, bro. It's like as soon as I finish this one thing, next thing, next thing, next thing. Like
Uh,
even when if it feels like there's nothing to do, it's like always something to do, and it's like that's like a scary feeling to me in a way, because like I'll I'll feel like there's nothing to do, and then I would just like go outside, talk to the front of house and chill, and then when service really happens,
yeah.
I run into something. It's like, bro, I had time to I had time to make this glazed vegetable. I had time to roast some carrots. I had
Ah.
time to
Yeah.
you know do the extra prep that I needed, and that's like other weeks. But this week I was like really on top of things and like making sure I had everything. The one thing I really don't like doing is a schnitzel. You know what a
What?
schnitzel is?
No, I don't. That sounds like a Harry Potter thing, bruh.
No, it's basically this breaded fish. Like you get a piece of marlin or like any fish of your choice, and like you pound it out.
It's basically like a fried chicken, but like with bread. No,
No, no, no, no.
no. Okay, sorry. That's what came to mind.
Okay,
What?
fish sticks.
Okay.
It's like the way you. I'm simplifying it. The way you just like pound it out, like you get a slab. It's like this like size. Maybe like 150 grams. You pound it out, then you bread it. Uh, and like breading is like flour, egg, uh, breadcrumbs,
Mm.
and then that's basically it. But it takes so much time. Like
What?
I'm doing it now, but no, I'm doing it faster now because I'm like figuring out like ways to like get around like all the fluff and like make it easier and faster for me. But like it's still a lot of time. It probably takes me like 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes to do.
What takes the time in particular? What takes the most time?
Uh, well, two things. It takes up time and space in my work area.
Mm.
So I guess the thing that takes the most time will probably be I say like maybe the like portioning it out, like
Mm.
cutting it to the right amount of weight and pounding it. Like that's probably the most time.
Uh,
The other things is just like making sure like you have like a good line set up. You have your egg, your flour, your breadcrumbs, so you can just do it one after the next.
yeah.
So, I mean, I'm getting fast at it now, but it's still a very annoying thing to do. But it's very satisfying to know that I get it done, and then like I get an order of schnitzel, and it's like, bro, it sells out pretty fast. And it's really annoying because I have to come into work every day and make the schnitzel every day.
And it's the thing you hate making the most.
Exactly. So legit, one day I just decided to like do just a bunch of it.
Uh-huh.
I did like 16 portions,
Uh-huh.
and go figure, because I did 16 portions, they were like, let's put it as an app and a main. And then it sold out again, so I had to make more. So I couldn't avoid it anyways. Couldn't
Yeah.
avoid it. How did I get today?
You're weak.
So yeah, like being focused at work, really, really good.
Hmm.
And it's because like I'm comparing to, I can't say that word. Compartmentalizing? No, I can't say that word.
Compartmentalizing.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I'm doing that, so it's like when I go into work, it's only that.
Yeah.
When I come home from work, like I mean, I be doing like good amount of hours, like finishing like 11 in the night, like 10 in the night. But like when I come home from that, before my bedtime, because I try to stick to a bedtime now, so I wake up early.
Yeah.
It's like before 1, I try to get as much done. Like that time, that period of time is kind of like where I publish what I want to do for the next day. So like if I like making sure I select the right video I want to post for like Instagram and TikTok.
Hmm.
If I have a video, like a vlog or something coming out the next day, make
Yeah.
sure that like that's ready to go, so I don't have to like think much in the next day.
Like the prep time,
Yeah.
like loading
So it's
things
basically
up.
basically prep at work and prep at night too. So yeah, been doing that, and it's been pretty good.
Been
Been pretty
working.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
just working. Yeah.
All
I,
right.
I I missed a couple days on my Instagram and TikTok, but I was like, I feel like that's alright.
I've been in and out too, bruh.
Yeah, I see that.
Last I posted on TikTok was our collab, your song I featured on. Outside Inside, just
Yeah.
that, and Instagram. I don't remember when I posted that video, but I think it was last week, this week.
Oh, the funny one. Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah.
I really didn't know what you were doing when you started that video. I was like, he's probably gonna use this for something. I didn't know where that video was going.
It was in my drafts for a long time until I decided to just post it because it's like each time I watched it, like I would, because I get it, so I'm like smiling slash laughing.
Did you know what you were gonna do? Like, did you know what you were going for? Like when you were making it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I started with, I wouldn't say I had a lot of thought ahead of time, but like from the moments like I opened my mouth, like that's the way I was taking it, like that I was in that character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like your reactions was perfect, so it just kept going.
Great. It's awesome. How was your week though?
My week, it was a week. I I did a water fast. Um, so water only, no food.
Mhm.
That was like for 3 days. That was something. Um, I don't really want to go that much in depth into it. I do it at the beginning of every single year. Well, I started last year. This year is the second year. It was supposed to be 5 days, but it turned out to be 3 this year, and that was something. That was something. That was something indeed.
I mean, did you struggle with it? That's why you
Uh,
didn't do 5 days?
the night on the third day, um, I was experiencing some stuff that I was like, I'm gonna break the fast and I'm gonna like do like more research as to like these things in particular, just to be safe. Cause like fasting has a lot of health benefits, but it's the one thing where it's like if you're feeling unsure in any way, you should definitely like not keep going sake. Like
Yeah, like
do
pushing
not
through.
yeah, it's like health wise, like it's better you stop it and then you resume it some other time after the like doing more research or like whatever or um than you just keep on going through some concerning symptoms. So I did that. Um I was like, I um I'm a I'm a pause. I'm gonna stop this here. I broke the fast and yeah, but I mean I can tell you my fasting experience. Uh Day one pretty much fine. Like every week, well, since I did it last year in January,
Right.
every week I do a 24-hour fast. Usually it would be like on Thursdays. So let's say I stop eating at 6 o'clock. Then the next day is like from 6 o'clock I would eat, like 24 hours of fast. So fasting for a whole day is nothing really much to me.
It's
Um,
just one day. Like, it's when you do it multiple days in a row, I think. No?
yeah, yeah. So day one is pretty much I chilling. Towards the end of the day, I started like because normally I would have at least eaten something, but I started feeling kind of like yeah, food, but
You mean cravings?
not even really cravings because like your feelings of hunger like it like leaves
Uh huh.
when you don't eat. Um, so but it's more like I can feel in my body that my body wanted food.
Right.
Yeah. Day two was. I feel like day two was kind of the worst ish. No, no. Day two, the morning was kind of like pretty. Um, just kind of like feeling a little bit fatigued or like also feeling some muscle aches, which is normal with fasting.
Do you still work out when you?
No, bro. No.
I was just wondering. It's like, bro,
Nah.
how?
Um.
I
So.
remember days when I would do that. Not the fasting thing, just not eating
Uh huh.
for a whole day and still working out. And
You can like it is safe for you to do it.
but not on my body weight. Not on my body weight, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, I understand why my auntie will like get concerned when I would tell her I'm working out, and I was I was like skinnier than I am now.
Uh.
He's like, what are you working out for? What are you trying to lose?
To build muscle. Come on.
Like, I was thinking that, but like my viewpoint back then was like I felt like I was getting fat, and I
I
don't ever want to get fat.
I do understand that feeling.
I am fat phobic
Okay,
towards myself, getting fat,
I do feel that strongly.
because it's just so much work to work that off. In my head, I feel like.
I think it's also partially like some identity stuff. Like I've always been skinny, always been slim. Whenever I kind of start to put on, I start feeling how would I put it? Not myself, or like
It's not called body dysmorphia.
no, it's like you look in the mirror and or like you look in the mirror and it's like it's not the chiseled abs
Yeah.
you're accustomed of seeing. So like you you go take the steps to bring back your chiseled abs, bro.
I've never had chisel abs. I've had like the just the abs you get from being a sports kid,
Uh huh.
sports child. That's what I got.
Got like the swimmer's abs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, like it's crazy. Like when I was in high school, people used to think I would swim, or like I
Uh-huh.
was a swimmer. I was like, no, I
You have
can't. I
that body
can't
type,
swim,
bro.
bro. But I did start to swim, and then like actually like through swimming, but swimming is like it's just a full body workout,
Yep.
and I was swimming consistently with the guy that taught me how to swim, this British guy, and we would like go to the beach every morning because he used to rent out a room
Hmm.
in our house. So we go to the beach every morning and like we'll just be swimming like along the beach for like 3 hours. And that actually really built up a lot of muscle and like endurance.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. You back to the fasting.
Um. What was I?
Fasting, like
Day
second day.
two. Yeah, the morning was kind of like, yeah, feeling fatigued, kind of like just not. I don't know how to describe how you feel on fasting. It's also where it's like you start to feel a little bit cold. Um, like in general, it's something unless you like fast for a prolonged period of time and then you eat again, you wouldn't really realize. But when I'm like in a fed state, like there's a warmth.
Yeah.
But when you're like fasting, it's like that warmth is gone. It's like your body just feels like in general.
You think is it trying to rework how to like keep yourself like create energy?
I think mm, I can explain the energy system to you. Why okay, so the temperature thing is, I think the explanation that um I got what first time I fasted and I switched it up. I think what they said was because your body is in an energy conserving like state, it like turns off a lot of like the processes that aren't necessarily needed or like priority.
Right.
So it would like allow your body to come at like a lower resting temperature than it would be normally. um Energy wise, your normally like when you eat in, your body uses glucose for energy to energize your cells. And when you fast in and you deplete that glucose, your body switches to a ketogenic system where it uses fat, breaks down fat for energy.
Yeah.
So that is why it is that's why you're not dying after like fasting for a while. That's why you can't survive. And it kind of makes sense because if you look out like throughout humanity, um there was like seasons of like famine and seasons of feasting, or like seasons where it's abundant and seasons where things were scarce.
Yeah.
And if we were to survive this long, then we would need like a system or a way for our body to like survive in when times when we can't necessarily get food or food is more scarce. So that's the body system for that is like in times of feasting, your body like when this food is abundant, you're eating a lot, your body stores fat, and in times of famine, your body breaks down that fat as energy. Um, so all fat is stored energy really. Now there are different types of fats, some more dangerous than others. But this is not a health podcast, and I shall not get into this.
I mean,
I
why
am not a
not?
doctor.
I mean,
Also,
why not?
by the way, so don't take my advice on anything. Look into it yourselves. Anywho,
Don't
um,
take my word as.
don't take my word as doctrine. I am not Jesus. I am not. Anywho, what? So day two beginning,
I have a
and then
question.
yes.
How was it? First song. How you still on day two? Second, uh, how was it like when you pray during this fast? Does it you feel the effects, or do you feel like you're more humble and like that type of stuff?
To be honest, well, for one, the fast I wasn't doing it for spiritual reasons, just the health reasons, autophagy in particular.
You have to
Um,
explain that
I'm not going.
one. Okay, another
Um,
time.
yeah, another time. But I think the main thing is what I put. When I'm in a fasted state, it's like a lot of, I guess, desires dissolve in a sense, if that
Okay.
makes sense. So, in a weird sense, like praying whilst fasted, you feel a lot more, I guess, spiritually in touch, I guess you could say, because like a lot of the, I guess, desires, worldly desires or what is just not there, if that makes sense. It doesn't.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I don't
A
know.
lot of
I don't know for like 2 seconds for the important part.
no, you feel like I feel like a lot of desires like leave
Okay.
when I'm in a fasted state. So in praying, kind of like feel a bit more, I guess, spiritually tapped in.
All right.
That makes
Yeah.
sense because the worldly desires or just those urges are just not there. If that makes sense.
Why you focus on the hunger? Is that what you're focused on, and then like
It's
you?
not really focused on hunger. It's hard to explain the state of being you're in when you're in a fasted state.
No, like I understand like my state of like when I'm just trying to figure out
You're
what you think. Cause for me it's like my brain has nothing else to think about other than I'm being hungry,
but you
and then it's replaced with like the like uh like when I feel like I'm more humble when I'm hungry.
mm,
So like they even say it's like what am I trying to say? Yeah, so it's like it's basically like my thought of hunger is being replaced by like my like what I'm praying about or like
mm,
something like that. So I was just trying to see if that it was the same for you.
not really, because even the hunger goes away.
Oh, it doesn't for me.
You haven't fasted long enough then.
I guess not.
Yeah, but like after a while, like you don't feel hungry anymore. It's not a constant like craving of food. Like sometimes, especially for like smell food, and I'll be like, that would taste amazing right now. But it's it's hard to describe the state. It's also in some ways it's kind of peaceful, or it's just your mind is clear. It's hard to describe. It's I can't describe what it's
Okay.
really what the experience really is like. Uh, anywho, day two, the beginning was rough.
Okay.
The towards the end, like I started feeling great though. Like I felt like as normal as I felt like I would have been on that fast,
Alright.
which is yeah, which is normal. Like energy back up. Like the night before day one at night, like I I could stand if I wanted to, like stand up straight, but like I was just so like fatigued that like I would just be like leaning instead of like standing on my own too. I'd like be leaning against something constantly. Um
You just find a nigga leaning on the wall. It's like, what are you doing there?
yeah, I went to church that night and I was leaning, I was like at the back, like on the bench, just leaning against the wall. At the back, on the last bench, leaning against the wall. and then I was like, I'm gonna go to bed, bruh. I had chores to do. I was like, tomorrow
Yeah,
for that.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's for tomorrow, me.
And what? Around midday, the energy came, and I was, yeah, I was fine. I was like, even feeling pretty like good. Fasting is, I think one thing it like fills you with is, I guess, a greater appreciation for all of the things you take for granted. So like in being in a fasted state or a state where your body is like quote unquote starved, you can appreciate how your body really feels when your body is fed or like being in a fed state.
All right.
You know how they always says like you have to have the rainy days to to appreciate the sun, or what else do they say?
Nah, we got it.
Yeah,
We got it.
it's like that, but really makes you appreciate a lot of the things you take for granted. So, first half of my week fasting, that was, yeah. And then when I was on the fast, because day three, um, around day three, like the certain times, like the muscle aches got like strong or like stronger, and at times like that, it would be hard for me to like really focused.
Uh,
So I kind of got behind on work a little bit until, yeah, until I that night I broke the fast, and the next day I like I was like, I'm back.
yeah.
So I just I spent that day pretty much the entire day, very minimal leisure, just working to get back on track, and I got back on track, and yeah,
Yeah, that's why we
yeah,
release the podcast.
yeah, that was my week.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Tell me why you hate Fort Young Hotel, really and truly.
I didn't say I hate it.
You
Did I
said you
say I
have
hate
beef
it?
with it, bro.
I got beef
What
with
beef
it.
you
I
have
got
with Fort
beef
Young
with it
Hotel, my nigga?
because I got beef with it. Well, not for the not for the hotel part, for the restaurant part.
Okay, tell me why Fort Young Hotel's restaurant is trash.
Because I've never gotten good food, and that's on my life.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
All right, so the first,
yes, break it down, please.
it's been a couple times I've like really gone out to eat there.
Mm-hmm.
One time was like after my primary school graduation. Don't really remember it, but I remember it not being so good.
Okay.
I remember the food not being so good, and that's back then when I didn't even have uh, a developed tongue yet.
Uh-huh. But you
So,
experienced culinary.
and then, bro, I think it was either my 17th birthday
Mm-hmm.
or my 18th birthday. We went there. It was happy hour, I think. We got rib. My mother and I got ribs and fries and stuff like that. And we went to went to eat it on the Bayfront Wall. Bro, that shit was going bad. That shit was going like actually starting to go bad.
It was okay, interesting.
And I still finish it. I still finish it because I'm like, bro, we spent like $30 on this side. I'm gonna finish it. I don't feel at my mother's own because she could not stomach it.
Mm.
I finished my own. I have a strong stomach. I feel like I have a strong stomach. Like, it's weak to certain things. I like the smell of egg and like other
Fresh
stuff.
sense.
Yeah, the fresh smell of egg. Or like egg when it's being turned into when it's been used as like a creme anglaise or something like that.
Oh, what?
I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Uh, Basically stuff you use to put as like a
To put on
desserts. Desserts. Creme anglaise for a dessert.
Pastries.
they normally use eggs for that, and I don't like the smell when it's being cooked or used. Anyways, so that time was bad. I've only had like mid to bad experiences with Fortune.
Uh huh.
And then the last most recent time, my friend had a it was his birthday, and like he invited everybody to come eat with him, come celebrate.
Uh huh.
We ate at Fortune, bro. No, at this point, I'm really at this point like because I've been working in the kitchen for the past almost 2 years.
Mhm.
Like I try not to judge other people's food. I
Yeah.
really try. I really try to just enjoy it as is. This person like appreciate the fact that they made it for me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bring that to my experience at Fortune.
But you had no appreciation for the fact that Fortune cooked
Nah,
for you.
bro. Nah, bro. First thing, my service. My service. I wanted a nice mixed drink,
Uh huh.
but I like wine, so I wanted wine with like something local. It's like, what do you have?
Uh huh.
And I can't remember what they told me, and they just gave me like a they gave me a basic option. And I was like, can you mix it or something? And they're
Mhm.
like, yeah, bro. Why tell me why they come back with just like red wine in my glass?
Okay.
I'm like, okay, that's. I'm like, okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's like seven. There's 7 people on this table. All of them are indecisive. You might have messed up my own.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing now. We cannot all order the same thing. It's a bunch of Africans.
Mhm.
So they all order like rice and chicken, like similar things that they know that they are accustomed to.
Yeah.
And I basically ordered the same thing. So it was rice, like either curry chicken, and like peas and like a salad. And like we all ordered the same. Like most of us ordered the same thing. I'm like sitting next to a person that ordered the same thing as me.
Uh
Why is
huh.
my rice coming back differently colored compared to what she has? She has like brown rice. I have like white rice, and it's like they mix it all together. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And then
It could have been a bad day, bro. They ran us of rice. Uh, they're.
it was empty.
What do you mean empty?
Like there were barely any tables when we were there. I have no mercy. I
I
have no
okay.
mercy for this. I understand that.
Uh
I
huh.
understand what you're saying because I have that happened to us a couple of times.
Yeah.
I
So
don't. I
extend
don't.
grace,
No,
bruh.
no, no,
You
no,
should
no,
know. You should
no.
understand.
Because you know what's even worse? It didn't even taste that good.
Okay.
It didn't even taste that good. And like it got to a certain point where like one of my one of the friends that was sitting next to me, she couldn't even finish it. And like I was like, you know what? I'll take the food. I mean, as mid as it is, I still like to eat a lot. I still like to eat food. Like I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm still this skinny, to be honest.
Fast metabolism.
Cause like I just had everybody's plate. Like when if they didn't want the chicken, I ate the chicken. But yeah, it was all out of all the times it's not ever been higher than a 6.
They're currently what 0 for 3. They must have done one thing right, bro. At least once, no?
No.
Um, well, you did here, folks. Avatar
Nah.
Omish. Fortune is a disappointment.
I will
Understood.
still accept any endorsements.
That's good. Alright, bro.
Maybe you can prove me wrong one day. For sure. For now, Laku's on top. I don't care.
Bro said, opinion prone to change by the appearance of funds.
Couple zeros. You never know. Anyways, tell me.
Fortune Hotel's food is bad.
Well,
For now.
you say you haven't eaten there yet, no?
I've been there that I can remember once, and I don't remember how the food tasted.
You know why?
Because it wasn't good. That's what you're
It
gonna
wasn't
say.
rememberable.
I don't know. I don't really. Yeah,
Also, the menu was super hard to understand.
unless it's like really, really, really good, I won't really remember how it tasted. I'll just remember what I had, and I don't even remember what I had. It was a couple years ago. Like I
I love
was
how we
mid
also I'm
teenage
also doing
years.
this topic right next to Fort Young. It feels even better. I get to watch it as I clown on it.
What is Laku's best dish, bruh? I will.
I will not answer that question.
Okay, what do you recommend? I've never eaten at Laku. What do you recommend me trying?
Like me knowing like what you like
What do I like?
already.
What do I like?
I feel like
Since you know what I
I
like.
feel like I can determine what you like
Okay, tell me what
based
would
on
I like?
what I've cooked from your
What
cooked for
would
you
I?
already.
Bro, you cooked once for me, dog.
It
Once
was
you ever
multiple
really cooked for
multiple.
me, and the other times was ramen.
I You can get something. You can get a lot of information from that too.
Okay, bruh. Tell me what would I like based on your profound knowledge
Hold on.
of
Let's see
me.
what time you have before I get into this. I might want to save this for another time. Okay. Yeah, 8 minutes.
All right.
No, I'll save this for another time. I really want time to think about this.
You want time to think about it,
Yeah,
to analyze all the memories you have of me in regards to food.
exactly. Okay. Long and short answer, I would say goat steak.
Goat steak.
Yeah, yeah, goat steak. Basically, boneless steak on top of breadfruit with a side of uh, roasted carrots in an ancho chili sauce with pineapple sauce on top and mint as a finisher.
All right.
I think as a
That
main, that would probably be the best suited to you.
that
Unless you like fish. If
sounds
you like
very
fish, I would
bougie.
change it.
You
Is
said it
is
was
it because of why I
you said it
described
was a
it?
boneless steak, like
Uh-huh.
on top of breadfruit with
Fried
roasted
breadfruit,
carrot
yeah.
on the side, and the
The-
pineapple sauce
Yeah,
with mint
pineapple
as.
salsa with mint, with mint
No,
leaves, like
what I
this,
will
like, as a
say,
garnish. Yeah.
yeah, what I will say is I don't really like breadfruit,
Okay.
so that might be the only thing.
Do you like banana
But
pizza?
what is that?
You don't know? Come on.
Is it like the crushed fried?
Yeah.
It's it's okay.
Okay. See, this is why I wanted the time to. I need to customize a dish for you
That's fair. That's
with
fair.
everything.
That's fair.
You don't like. I'm surprised you don't like plantain. Not plantain.
I like plantain. I love plantain.
Breadfruit. How about fried breadfruit? You ever had that?
Yeah, it's. I don't really like it if it's like really crispy.
I mean, we can do that.
I just have to specify on the breadfruit. Make it extra crispy for me, please.
Yeah.
All right, fair, fair.
Uh, there's a certain point where it gets really annoying, but it's fine to like really be specific with what you want when you order something,
Mm.
because like it makes it even better when you get it and you got what you want,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like you enjoy the food more. Now, if you're vegan, asking for something that's not on the menu is it's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
But we still try our best to get it done. We live to serve the customer.
Spoken as a
Well,
true Laku chef.
during my hours of work, I live to serve the customer.
Okay. Real. Real.
Yeah. Tell me why you don't like cruise ships. Or you hate cruise ships.
I never said that, bro. Okay. I just think I don't know.
Too
It
bougie.
doesn't appeal to me. I
Too
don't get
bougie.
why you would. To me, it's kind of boring, to be honest. The idea of it. Like if I'm traveling to see around, like a plane sounds better to me than like spending a lot of time like on a cruise ship.
But you do realize they're like there's also like entertainment. There's so many entertainment elements in there, right?
I think it's also just because like the stage of life I'm in right now, I what I find fun is like being productive, I guess. So like I wouldn't be able to be like for an entire I don't know week in a cruise ship just being like on entertain, just doing entertainment tasks.
I mean, you don't have to.
Sure, but even so, like if I'm working out, I'd rather be working like at home, like in my stew,
That's interesting.
or like also it's just like I guess from movies and whatnot and what I've seen of the interior of cruise ships, I I don't know. It feels icky to me.
What do
It's
you
like
mean?
I don't know. It's just like the atmosphere. I don't really like it. I don't really like it, bro. I don't really like it. I don't really like it.
I feel like we need to we need to get on a cruise ship for like a week, and then like let's see how that compares next time.
Okay, currently I think cruise ships are trash,
All right.
but on the appearance of a cruise ship ticket, my opinion might change.
Oh shit. All right. Um, for that reason, the reason one of the reasons you said, for one of the reasons you said that you don't like it, where you said you rather be if you working you rather be working at home, like for
Or
me,
in a work environment, not really in a leisure environment or an environment that is created for entertainment, but working there like that.
I told me like you go back to your room, you don't feel like you can work in the room in the whole in the
I could, but I would rather be working at my house where I have my space that I created to be working in
interesting.
my place that I designed for working.
Well, I don't know. For me, I like new spaces really influence me to go harder.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, okay, my make me go harder. For example, when I moved into my into the apartment, like before I moved
Uh huh.
fully, I did I stayed there for a weekend. Like during that weekend, I feel like I got like so much done, and like it's almost like a new space is like it opens up creativity in my head.
Greetings.
Creativity in my head, bro. He just distracted me so much. Will,
Say hello.
Hi.
oh my God.
Let's just sit down.
This is Mr. Julian himself.
Y'all look homeless, by the way.
Wow.
I thought you were homeless people. The dogs don't help your case.
Thank you.
That's fair. That's cool.
I don't think that.
They looked homeless. I almost didn't come here. That's pretty much it. They looked homeless.
Mr. Will himself. What was I saying?
Enjoy your podcast.
Thank you.
Later.
um.
Yeah, new spaces really influences like boosts my creativity,
Mhm.
and I feel like I get more work. Not work. When I say work, I mean like in terms of like writing songs, and I wouldn't say. I guess if I have the option of recording it as well, it's like it gets done way faster. And it's like it's almost like I'm in a flow state.
Mm.
I think the reason for that, and like most of the times, most of the time the reason for that is like the time limit that it has on it.
Yeah.
Like when I stayed over in my apartment the first time, I didn't think I was gonna be living there. Like like I had that thought in my head, but like it wasn't a for sure thing.
So you feel like if you on a cruise ship, you'll be in your brain. You'll be like, I have to maximize this cruise ship room, um,
Yeah,
productivity.
if I have
Time.
the mic, the yeah, if my one of my goals is to record, and one of my goals was to record when I stayed over,
Uh huh.
like definitely mm, that would have. I feel like creativity be off the roof. That's been my experience, and another component to that is like obviously like I said the time limit it has.
Yeah.
I've noticed whenever it's not really a time limit I put on myself. It's just something that has to happen.
Hmm.
Like I've there's multiple songs I've written like before I had to like go into town. Like I have to go to town,
Yeah.
and I just happen to find a beat, and I catch like uh, a rhyme or like something. The beat got me interested, and
Yeah.
then at this point I'm like, bro, I can't. I know when I come back home, I'm not gonna have the same amount of energy, like the same amount of like creativity. So I have to like get it done now,
Yeah.
and like that time limit kind of forces me to like really like bang it out and like do the whole thing. So I mean, most of Seafood Cups was created in that room within a week. So like
I
that's
think.
my yeah.
I think. Yeah. I can't say the same. I think creatively, I'm more creative. I think in a space that I'm comfortable.
Yeah, that's
Like
understandable too.
that's even like I'm I'm supposed to be comfortable in your room, like creating in your room, because every time I come over, like we do like creative stuff in your room. But I know, but it's still, yeah, I'm still not as creative like in other places as than like in my own bedroom, like my own spot. Like I don't know, something about just being, I guess, in your place, where it just my whole being feels seated, and then from that, I guess, place is like
It says
things
seated,
just, yeah,
what? I don't understand.
seated, S-E-A-T,
Nah, explain that one.
S-E-A-T-E-D,
S. But like,
seated,
you mean what you mean?
seated, seated.
Like your spirit comes down or something?
Mm, it's like I feel collected.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
my whole being feels like collected, and from that, like, I guess, place of like everything being, I guess, in me, nothing being, it's easiest for things to like flow out creatively,
Right.
or like for me to like write lyrics, because I have tried what people have recommended, like when you going through like writer's block or stuff, you're starting to be creative, like going out in different like places and try creating. As a producer, that kind of works because I do end up making something that I wouldn't necessarily make.
Yeah.
But as an artist, like I haven't, I I feel like it makes it worse, or I'm just way more creative in my normal creative space. If that makes sense, which is my bedroom.
Yeah, that's how I feel like you're just. I like how opposite we are because for me is yeah, it's like I've gotten comfortable with like being in my own spot
Uh huh.
and no, I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, I just like whenever I'm somewhere that's not my designated like residence of like where I sleep,
Uh
it
huh.
just I just have more of a like a harder go at it. I don't know. Like
Brings you out of your shell, kind of,
I
or your
think
comfort zone.
I think so. Is I feel like when I'm home, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
So, but like that affects my music in a different way.
Hmm.
So that's why like certain songs that I'm writing now, I'm like thinking like I know like if I record it on my own and mix it myself, feel like it'll be good. But like, is it really? Is more? It's not the problem of me mixing it. It's the problem of me not bringing out the full energy that I think the song deserve. Like if I have a
Yeah.
high, really high energy song or like a song, like most of the songs, some songs I've been like thinking of working on and like doing. It's like I feel like if I do it in my own, if I do it here, it's not. I'm not gonna bring out the energy I think it deserves. And then I go to record it in the studio or like record it somewhere else,
Uh-huh.
or like even the aspect of like somebody else being there, like you
Yeah.
being in the room. Now that I've gotten comfortable, like people being in the room when I record, it's like that kind of like pushes me to like fully like realize the energy of a song and like that type of thing. Uh,
I
oh,
think
is
thinking
wait,
about
wait.
it.
Also, is like
Uh-huh.
the one thing that someone said that really tripped me up about like the way I make music. It's like they told me I didn't have. It sounded like I was dead in the
Mm.
song. Like that one comment like really pushes me to like be energetic in my
Be more
music now.
expressive.
Yeah. It's like after that person said that, I was like I legit can't allow this to ever be said again. Anyways, yeah.
Um.
We're way over the time limit. Do you have enough space for this?
Yeah.
Alright.
Um. Thinking about it, the I think it depends on the genre I'm making as well.
Yeah.
I think because most of my music is more on the deeper level, when I am comfortable, it's easier to get that depth from me. But I noticed this like for example, outside inside the type of vocals I was doing, like stuff that requires like me being very loud.
Yeah.
Like it's easier to do it not at my home, in my room. Even like I don't make rap music, but when I do try to make rap, it's much easier to do it not in that space. Like so, like for example, by you, it's easier for me to like rap on a song by you than in my room. And I think that yeah, so I think that just I guess it depends on the type of song.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
Different environment.
I feel like even when I work on a song that's requires like more low energy, uh, and more of like a calm vocal inflections and that type of stuff, like I still don't feel like I get the best out of myself like by myself sometimes. So
That's fair.
I don't know if it becomes a problem where I need like that to make a song. I feel like then I'll have to like really work on fixing it.
Hmm.
But so far, I haven't really. So far, it's been used to my advantage. You know, I move around a lot.
Yeah.
I'm an outside person. Um, I'm also extroverted. So you know, if that's the thing that helps me, and I can acquire it in you know what I mean by acquire, right? What am I acquiring?
Different places.
Yeah, yeah. Then it's cool. I don't think it's a problem now. I don't think it'll be a problem, but then because people have to network. You have to network. You have to move around. You have to talk to different people.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that was interesting.
So that was episode 13.
13. Let's
Yes.
go. Let's
Yes. Yes.
go.
Yes.
Leroy literally just came and called
Yes.
us apparel. Paros.
Yeah. We're leaving our homeless era right now.
Hope you guys enjoyed that podcast.
My butt fell asleep, bro.